get that work, that dream work that I wanted in that place, but God's destined my husband to be there. Advice to a lot of people: sometimes we miss such blessings because we see it that this particular thing is not worthy, it's time wasting.
Hold me tighter, this dynamic says it all. You're the curator and I.
Hi guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back. Oh, let me cover my dread. I know most of you do call me Rastama. I know some of you that do call me Rastaman, but anyways, so let me cover this up. So we are going to be talking why I fold my clothes, the clothes that I washed on Saturday. So why we will talk, we'll discuss. So what are we going to be talking about? We are going to be talking about how I met my husband. And maybe a lot of you have been asking me on live stream whether if I'm married or not. So this is me telling you, hello. Should I introduce myself one more time? My name is Mrs. Ogene Garuba. So if you're not knowing, I've been married for over 3 years. We are getting to 4 years. So how did I get to meet my husband? So I have been in Abuja for a couple of years. I worked. I know my way around Abuja, but not that much till when I got to marry my husband that I get to know so a lot other things about Abuja. Before them, I remember I want to wet my lips. So when I got to know my husband in 2021, yes. So as of when I came to Abuja around 2018, yes, something happened. Anyway, I'm going to tell you this story of what happened that led me coming to Abuja to come and base in Abuja. So I came to Abuja and I started working in my former boss. She was a good person, frankly speaking. So when I started working, I get to know Abuja and I get to like start mingling with people. Like guys started asking me out and all of that. So I get to notice one thing about Abuja guys. Those people are liars. You see, Abuja guys, they are liars. We have pathetic, is that a good English? Liars here in Abuja. So I got fed of everything, people lying, people, I was so confused. So I worked in Usetu precisely for years before one day my boss just woke up and then just told us that she's not doing the business any longer. We were so shocked that day because we weren't expecting it. You understand? This was our source of income. This was the only means by which a lot of us, it was just too odd. And then that was how I became jobless in Abuja. I started hunting for job. I started going from one interview to another. I started job hunting in Abuja. And I met a lot of people. Some people, if you go to their office, they'll tell you, blah, 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 blah. I like you. I like this. Can we be this? I was quite exhausted. Then I now went to go and learn skills. I went to go and learn how to make nails, how to, like, I went to empower myself generally while I'm waiting for that work to come. So while I was in that work, so there was this particular of my neighbor that wanted me to, that said I should send my CV. I sent my CV to him, and unfortunately I was not. Anyway, let me leave that part. I will tell you that part in another story. So I sent my CV to him. So when I sent my CV to him, he helped me out and then applied for a job for me. So when he applied the job for me, while I was done with my 3 weeks training, and I started working in one salon where I rented a space. As of that time, I was paying 10,000 naira for the space where I was doing nails and while waiting for a better job. So while I was waiting, they've called me. They sent me an email that I should resume work at NNPC Towers in Abuja. I didn't mention, like, I didn't hearing of those NNPC tower in Abuja. Hey God, I was so happy. I was so happy that God has finally, like, buttered my bread. I am working in NNPC Tower. That's the oil producing company in Nigeria. I was so happy. So why they called me, I went there for the interview. When I first entered, oh my God, I was so happy that I was entering NNPC Tower. I was praying for breakthrough. That anyway, the work was the work was more of a contract work. You understand? So when I went there, I met a lot of people. I met masters people. I met degree holders. I met a lot of people in the work. So I was so happy. We went for orientation. They oriented us. They told us about the different wings in the tower, and they told us everything, the safety around the tower and everything. So I was so happy. We were in the conference room, and that was my first time being in the conference hall, not room, conference hall, and we took some pictures. We were so happy. So that training took, like, I can't remember, but maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks or something like that. Then while we were in the training, we had I was so happy as of then, and I was going out regularly to go and take pictures, make sure that I'm going to post it out. Yes, I'm in NNPC Tower and all of that. So after the training, they now told us how much they were going to pay us. I was like, wait, is my ear is paining me? They said based on how you work, that's how they will pay you. And based on how you work, our salary was not even up to 100k. It was not even quarter to. They were telling us that they will pay us, was it 30 something thousand naira as of then. Calculated transport, calculated feeding in the tower, calculate everything. And it was not giving us joy. It was not giving me especially joy, because it was more like I'm moving from, okay, it was 50,000, I think so, moving from frying pan to fire. Anyways, because it was NNPC Tower, we just said, yes, the pastor. Because it was, sorry guys, I'm watching program. My church has a children's celebration, and the children did exceedingly great. Like, if you are not watching Streams of Joy, please go and watch Streams of Joy. The children did amazingly, and I came back and I have to rewatch it back to see the great work, the great things that these children, they are impacting in these children's life. Back to our story. Hey guys, so because it was NNPC tour, we said maybe opportunities will come. We don't know whether they can retain us. We don't know whether they can, we'll maybe get to know some people there that will retain us or maybe help us out. So we settled for the work and we started doing the work. And do you know what, one funny thing, they took us to the basement. That was where we were working after the training. when we were happy that we were going to like mingle around NNPC tower and all of that. They took us to the basement. That was where we were working, in the basement. So everything was just so odd for me, but we kept on working because we were praying for opportunities and we're transferring a physical document to digital document. So we were just doing the work, hoping on God that God will change things. So while we were doing work, during break times, I like going to go and snap pictures. Yes, this is a story behind how I met my husband, so I know it's long. So while we were doing the work, we get to like, I do go to like snap pictures and make myself happy as of that time, because I wasn't happy. Yeah, the job was not giving me joy. Yes, so I do go to snap pictures. So each time I do go to snap pictures, I had guys that would just come and help me to snap pictures and then all of that. So unfortunately, my husband was among them. So we get to like start talking, we get to start talking. So each time I'm out, he will come out and help me to snap pictures. I didn't know that he had a different intention while doing that, but anyways, because it was I had a free photographer, each time I'm out, he always come out knowing fully well that I am going to snap pictures, because I love pictures of them. I love posting, I love showing off. That was then, not now, because I had a lot of things to face. And so while we were, that was how we started talking. Before you know, my husband, when we closed from work, my husband followed me. Like back then, he was not my husband anyways. This guy followed me from place of work. He was at my back. We entered the same bus and then we head to Use. When we reached Use, that was when each of us like departed. He went his way, but I never knew that he was actually following me. It was after everything that he started telling me that he actually followed me, and then we went our ways. So that was how the work began. We begin talking, we now exchange contacts. So according to him, he said he pleaded with other guys. He pleaded with other guys that were helping me to snap pictures that they should leave me for him. That they should leave him for me. That was so crazy. So that's me. Other guys that were coming to help me to snap pictures, their eyes also were on me. Anyways, I was a beautiful girl. I'm still a beautiful girl. I'm still a beautiful woman anyways. But I was really, really beautiful. If you look at me, I got shape. I have flat tummy. Like my skin was pumping. Don't worry, I'll look for any of the pictures and put it up here. How I was looking back then. I was really beautiful. So we exchanged contacts. So from there, the next week, my husband brought car, and then when we were leaving, he drove me to my house and dropped me off. I was so happy because as of that week, he started bringing cars to work, and then he will come and pick me and take me back. From there, he will even get me lunch. I was so happy. I was so happy back then because at that time I was at my lowest moments. Like, I had no money, I had no work. Even the salon that I was managing, I had to like leave everything and come and do the work. So when we started talking, he started bringing me to work and taking me back. So we became friends as of that time. Then he started coming to my house to come and stay. Sometimes he will bring laptop, and then we will watch films together. We will get to cook, and then he will eat, because I had no boyfriend, I had no anybody that time. So we started being together, we started going out. The little he have, he will take me out, and I was so happy. But as of then, he never said he wanted to date me. I was just looking at him. So, because I don't want a situation whereby someone will tell me that I never said I wanted to date you. I never said that. I wanted him to open his mouth and tell me that I like you and I want to date you. But if he wasn't able to do that, we were still friends. So it was this particular day that we went out for birthday, and then we went for birthday, and then we danced in the club. That was my first time being to club. Anyways, it's my husband that introduced me to club. I've never been to club. I'm a good girl. I was a very good girl. Like, my ways in Abuja was walk house. That was the only thing that I do in Abuja. No club. I don't go to club and go to church, go to crusade, go to Shiloh when it's time for Shiloh and fasting. That's where you see me. But my husband was a bad boy. So we went to club, we had drinks, we had the first time he had what's it called, brownie. Oh, I never knew that he will. So that was when he had the courage to tell me that I love you and I want to date you, and we have been friends, and I want to have you as my girl. Oh, I was so happy because as of that time, I was getting to like him. Do you understand? Like, there are so many things about him that I started liking, because being a girl that I have stayed in Abuja for a while. I know when I see a good person. I've met a lot of people, and one thing I don't like is, don't tell me that you own this property, don't tell me that this is where your house is, and meanwhile you are lying. That is the life of Abuja guys. As of then, I don't know now, because I don't even have anything to do with them again. So Abuja guys will tell you that this is my car, I stay in this also place, and at the end of it, and it's a lie. I'm this kind of person that I'm very observant. If you are lying to me, I will know, and I will make sure I know the details that yes, you are lying to me. So this particular guy that will always bring car, and then you tell me that it's his car. So before you know, somebody will be calling, where are you? Please, I need car. I need my car. I need to go out. They can borrow car to go and impress a woman in this Abuja. They will borrow car to go and impress a woman. So I hated that so much. Just be real with me. Be real. So when my husband, this guy, that's my husband, came with a car, and I was like, wow, one of them. I'm running from all of you, and you are still. So I felt that he brought the car to come and impress me again, and I asked him, who owns the car? Are you? Oh, you own the car? You know what he told me? He said, no, I don't own a car. Yes, the car is in my name, but it's my mom that owns the car. It's my mom that bought the car. Like, it's like a family car. That was what he told me, and I was so happy, because that was the realest thing I've ever heard from Abuja guys. Someone to tell me that it's not your car, it's your friend's car. Tell me that it's this. So I was so happy because of that particular thing that he did say to me that, no, it's not my car, but the car is bought in my name, but it's my mom that owns the car. So I was so happy, and that made me to love him more. So we kept going. We now started going out. We now started having fun. We now started going out. We went out a lot. So before you knew, in the interval of like from 2021, 2022, God opened way for him. He started having money. He had connection with some group of his friends, and then they started having money. That was when we started traveling to other states to like enjoy ourselves, have fun. And sometimes, as of that time, where I was feeling myself, because he was actually trying. He was trying, taking care of me. Actually, I have always been a baby girl. I have always been lucky. Any person that I date, they make sure I am good looking. So he also did that, and I was grateful for that. We started enjoying ourselves. We started going out, having fun, and having fun, entertain ourselves. So that was how we met, and then we started dating from 2021. I think we dated for like 2 years. And then something happened, but I'm not going to tell you. Then he proposed to me, and it was a funny propose. It was a funny propose because I wasn't even expecting it. Do you understand? We were just in the sitting room. We rented an apartment, it's a mini 1-bedroom where we were. So I was just coming from the inside room to the parlor, to the sitting room. Then all of a sudden he did as if he slept and fell, and I was so protective. I was just like, what happened? Are you hot? Then the next thing, he just brought ring and then proposed. I was so happy because, yes, as of that point, I just wanted to like start having a family, because I don't know what I was looking for again. Because, should I say, I am somebody that I don't like if I'm dating one person, I'm dating that person. I'm a one man lady or something like that. So I don't mingle around. So I was like, what's left here again is just for us to like, let's get married and settle down. Because so that was how he proposed to me, and I said yes. And the coming year, that's 2023, we had our wedding, and we did only 2 weddings and church blessings. we had our traditional wedding. He traveled all the way from Abuja with his parents to my home village. Yeah, he went to my village. He paid the bride price in full. Yeah, I'm so proud of him because I do come online and see a lot of people saying, I'll have to contribute to my for my man, I have to do that. But frankly speaking, God did it for me. I didn't have to like stress. I didn't have to like put pressure or even do more work to like bring stream money for marriage. God provided for him and he did everything, both from his parents coming, their stay, food, our attires, decorations, from bride price, buying of list and everything. He did it. And God willing, we didn't have that much money to call for event planners, so we did it ourselves. I did it myself. Me and him, we went to the market, we bought everything ourselves that we needed, and we proceed. And that's how we got married. And then when we were done in Abuja, in my hometown, we then came to Abuja, and then we had a civil wedding. It was just 2 weddings that we did. We did traditional and civil wedding. So when we had a civil wedding, after that we went for reception, and his pastor was there to bless us. The pastor blessed our marriage. So that's how beautiful our union came to exist. So that's basically how I get to like meet my husband, and how we plan our wedding, and how we get to like, that's how we met. So everything, to summarize it, NNPC tour, I didn't get that work, that dream work that I wanted in that place, but God's destined my husband to be there. Do you understand? So this is a kind of like advice to a lot of people. Sometimes we miss such blessings because we see it that this particular thing is not worthy, it's time wasting. Because frankly speaking, when they said they were going to pay us 45,000 naira, a lot of people left. Even I myself, I wanted to, but as of that time, I needed to build my CV for global, like a very good CV for work and all of that. So I stayed back and I continued with the work, and God have it all. God was cooking something for me in that place. So God cooked everything, and then I get to like meet my husband, and we had a beautiful moment. We had courtship, we later got married. So sometimes this means telling you that sometimes that little thing that you are neglecting, it might be God that is trying to draw you close to what you are praying for a very long time. So you understand, I didn't get the best of work in NNPC, but I get my spouse there, and we are living happily. So we thank God for everything. So basically that is all, how we get to meet and how we get to like start our courtship and how we got married. So I think the video is getting long. Thank you all for watching, and please, if you have watched till this very moment, do well to subscribe to this channel, like, share and subscribe. Okay, I will get to see you in my next video, and tell me in the comment section what video you want me to do next. Okay, and I will attend to you and do it accordingly. As for now, bye, see you in my next video, and I love you. Mwah.
Hold me tighter